OSW-Sim-Sports here, and before we move into the video, a quick correction. However, as brakes get insanely hot, they radiate temperature outwards. But as I now know, this is currently not implemented in Le Mans Ultimate. Now, just to be clear, opening your brake ducts will still cool the tires, but having very hot brakes will not radiate into the tires. Now, one thing I didn't touch on in the last video was the pressures you run for your tires. Now, I did some testing, and in pretty much every paid and unpaid setup I can find and I have access to, they just run base pressures. So similar to iRacing, just set it to lowest and don't worry about it. And another small thing I didn't touch on, which is the starting temperatures for each condition. Now you can see the only condition in which your tires will be really cold is when you start from the pits in both quali and practice in silver or higher races. Now if you just take a quick look at this graph, if your tires are at 60C, which they start on at the silver races, they will still provide you with quite a lot more grip and way more than you would first expect if you are thinking your tires are fully cold. Now, how to find and tune your camber settings so your tires are happy. Now first on quick theory, the more camber you are running, negative camber that is, the more your insides of the tires will heat up, and with camber positive or close to zero, the outsides of your tires will heat up more. Now to gather the data to see if your tires are happy, you will need to do at least 2 laps on hot tires coming out of the pit lane. And as we are not diving into Motec or advanced telemetry data for this video, I will just give some rules of thumb here. Now I always look at the most loaded tire first, which on Monza is the front left tire, and with minimum camber for the front left, everything looks to be within the window and happy. Now for the default camber setting that the game provides, you can already see that the inside of the front left tire is now at 91 degrees, which is exactly the point where it will start to overheat. And if we run max camber, -5 degrees, which is obviously nuts, you can clearly see the inside of the tire is 90 degrees, so it's cooking, and the outside of the tire is at 65 degrees. And you can see the increased tire wear, as this was the only run in which the fronts were at 98% after just 2 laps. And so for this track with this car, we can quite safely conclude that minimum camber setting is the best setting for the front left tire. And just to further prove this, if we open a paid code safe Delta setup, you can see instantly for the front lefts, they use minimum camber. Now, for toe in and toe out and the effect on tire temperatures and tires in general, I threw together this test on Le Mans with the Mulsanne chicanes removed and only driving 100 km/h before the straights. So with this test we get a good idea of how much effect toe has on the overall tire temperatures if we are just going straight, which as you can see is fully negligible. So just set your toe to whatever feels most comfortable to you. If you want to go a little bit faster, try increasing your front toe out a little bit. And if you need a little bit more stability, try increasing your rear toe in. I have been OSW-Sim-Sports, and if you like this video, you know what to do, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.